Hi, this is Heather Westlake. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. I wanted to show you today how you can get 4 different kinds of cards with just one fold of designer series paper. So if you have some lovely paper that you're just dying to use, you can grab a piece of it and we'll make one together. Let me show you some of these. This one is done with Good Morning Magnolia set, and some of the paper and some of the cards from the Memories and More cards. This one, same thing, some of the stickers that come in the Memories and More cards, and also the inside here. The other two are made with a new paper and stamp set that's coming in the new annual catalog that'll go live on June 3rd. It's called Ornate Garden Suite. This one opens this way and has some of the paper on the inside. This one is actually, you can enclose a gift card with it here and then put a little note here on the other white piece of paper. So let me show you the dimensions before we get started. So this is a fun fold card, and this talks about the 4 different ways. If you want to, you could pause the video now so you could write down the measurements that you're going to need. I talk about the measurements at the top, and basically it's just added whatever designer paper you use. Gets added to a card base, which is a typical card base of 5.5 by 4.25. And the cool thing is, as I showed you, it can work for either a horizontal or a vertical. Either one. So that's the great thing about that. And then I've kind of laid out the 4 different kinds. So let me show you those really quick. Fun fold type 1 is when the center fold of the paper is adhered together, so it kind of makes its own piece of paper that folds back. Number 2 is when you leave it all unattached. This whole piece of designer series paper on the inside, you can see there nothing's attached. It all folds all the way out. Number 3 is when you basically seal all of the pieces of designer series paper shut. You can see here I've attached them all to each other, so it basically opens like a regular card. And so that becomes your front, and then when you open it, that's the inside. And the last one, like I showed you, is when you attach it all together and then actually adhere it on the sides as well, and that gives you these 2 pockets to put the 2 things in, the gift card and then the piece of paper to write on. So let me go ahead and show you how this is done. Pretty simple. You're going to take a piece of designer series paper, 5.25 by 11.75, and then you're just going to score it in 3 different places. And I'm using our Simply Scoring tool today, and it's great because it has these little markers where you can put where you need to score. The first one is 1.75, the second is 4.75, and the last is 7.75. This comes with a stylus. Down here it has its own little place to set it. I don't know if you can see that. So you're just going to go ahead and hold this up here in the left-hand corner. And with designer series paper, you don't want to press quite as hard. It can actually rip the paper. So don't press quite as hard as you would on regular cardstock. But you're going to go ahead and just score those 3 lines. And then you're going to go ahead and accordion fold it. The one I'm actually reproducing here is the last one, the one that has the gift card in it. So you see that this first smaller piece is actually going to fold up. So I'm going to fold that over. Then the rest I'm just going to fold back and forth on the lines. So it's going to look like this. As the fun fold 1, 2, and 3, you could do different things this way, but since I'm trying to do this one, I'm actually going to enclose all of this and make it all shut. And I'm going to put the adhesive for the other parts just a little bit on each side here, there, and here, just to put that like this. I'll go ahead and attach it to my base here, and then this piece I've already prepared to go on the front. And then all you have to do is put in your gift card and put in your other piece of white paper to write on, and you're good to go. So that's how quick and easy it is. Just that one big piece of designer series paper and score it in 3 places, and you can make 4 different kind of cards. So really fun and quick. Hope you've enjoyed this. And I also have to say I got the idea from Patty Bennett. So thank you for that. And I hope you have a great day. See you soon.